So we're going to be talking about make, do and mend, all the fabulous ways that people used to find to renovate old clothes and breathe new life into materials, and also to create things from scratch. Darning, sewing, embroidery, all manner of things. So we're going to be thinking about ways that you can remember and also ideas for prompts to encourage people to get talking about the way we wore. An idea would be to have an activity or get together where you literally just bring your darning or bring your mending pile and just sit and make a cup of tea with some friends and have a chat whilst you catch up on your mending at the same time. Sometimes that's quite a nice way to do it in company. Another thing to do is to grab some objects and just see who can identify what each is. Sometimes people can't remember or aren't used to certain implements and don't know what they're for. So you can make a game of guessing which is which. That could be a good way to prompt people to talk about things that maybe grandparents used to do, or even great-grandparents that perhaps they don't do so often or so frequently anymore. One of those things might be this. Do you know what that is? What can you do with it? What does it look like to you? On this side, we've got a sort of spatula end, and on the other, there's a metal hook. What could it be used for? Do you know? So thinking about other mystery objects, what do you think this might be? This looks like it's been repurposed from something else, but actually what's coming out the end of this empty bobbin looks like it's about to make something. Do you know what it is? What's this called? It's really good to pass this around and see who might be able to know and label what it is. Maybe you could have a think about what's on your mending pile, or what used to be on a family member's mending pile, and think about the things that we used to repair, but maybe we don't anymore in the throwaway culture we're currently living in. I've got here a very well-loved teddy. So this teddy has been very inexpertly darned a number of times to stop all of the sawdust from coming out of him. So maybe have a think about how you would repair special items that you don't want to lose, and even when there's not much left to repair, how you can go about doing that. And if so, can you do it yourself? Do you know someone that's good at doing that? This certainly isn't invisible mending, is it? Would you know what this is? Have you seen one of these before? It's called Turner's Stitch. And as you can see from this box, it is the Dexter automatic hemmer and stitcher. So actually, you can do it with someone wearing the clothes at the same time. And this is a great way to let clothes out if someone's grown, or take them up if someone's changed shape, and a very easy way to do it. This is from the 1960s, possibly early 1970s. Do you have implements like this in your cupboard that you might have used to stitch? Would you have made something from scratch? Something like this perhaps? In fact, do you know what the name of this is? So this, you could have got some fabric and then actually crocheted the edges to make the decorative detail. And then this name is, can you guess? Antimacassar, and this would have gone over here and protected your very precious armchairs from getting dirty. So if you were making clothes from scratch, what would you have done? Or if a family member was doing that, or a friend, how would they have gone about it? Well, mostly you need a pattern. We've got here some very old patterns, probably from about the 1940s. And then here's a slightly more modern one, possibly from maybe the 1980s, looking at making an Empire line dress from scratch. Do you think you might have been able to do that? Very complicated, but actually a really lovely thing to do, and a very economical way to get dressed. So maybe make a list of those kind of skills that you have or other people have in your home and talk about what you used to make. If you were forced to make something in home economics and domestic science, or if you actively chose to make things from scratch because you enjoyed it and you liked the sense of achievement when you did so. It's a good way to get together, meet, chat and swap tales about things you used to make.